Happy Miracle Monday. Okay, I know it's not Monday. It's Tuesday, but I had to help a friend move. So we're doing Miracle Monday on Tuesday today. But that's okay because you can have a miracle any day of the week, every day, every moment. It's all up here and here. I'm Dawn Petalino. I'm a transformational coach for women going through transitions and the best-selling author of Peace, Power, and Miracles. But you can learn more about me at www.dawnpetalino.com. And Miracle Monday is where, I know it's Tuesday, but Miracle Monday is where I remind you of certain truths that you can recall about yourself, certain spiritual truths that we all need to remember, that we all lose sight of, to make that conscious contact with that power inside of us, so we can remain in the consciousness that brings more miracles into our lives. And today's Miracle Monday, today's truth is that you have to remember where your power lies. You have to remember where your power lies. When circumstances come into our life that are fearful, they are not the power. They are not the power. Because you have to believe, well, let me just say this. If you believe that there is a beneficent universe, if you believe that there is an all-loving, all-powerful source of creation, whether you call that God, the all-in-all, the divine mind, the universe, if you believe that, then you cannot at the same time say, I believe that, and then, oh gosh, where am I going to find the money for this, or feel hopeless about, especially money, I think is where we get caught up in it, but relationship or jobs or even something, that we feel like there's a lack of harmony, anything in our life that we're feeling like there's lacking. We can't say in one breath that there's a beneficent universe. It's all loving and all powerful and beneficent. And gosh, I just need more money. I wish I could pay my bills. So we can't serve two gods. That's a divided mind. And The Course of Love and The Course in Miracles are two books that I reference. And if these speak to you, I invite you to check them out. The Course of Love reminds us that you have to accept your abundance. That is the only action that is required. It is active acceptance. Active acceptance, meaning that this is the action you must do. It even says in there, this is the action that you're given to do. It is an action. It is active acceptance. It is only that this acceptance that allows us to get into the mindset of, I don't know how, but I know that all my needs are met. I know this circumstances cannot harm me. How could a circumstance harm you? How could it have more power over the unlimited power? That doesn't even make sense. So what we can tell ourselves, and this is very helpful when you're scared, and I've used it myself many times, but whenever you reach a circumstances that appears frightening, remember, don't be fooled by appearances. Secondly, you can say, I don't even know how this is all work out. I don't have to know how this all works out. I only need to have faith that it will. And the Course of Love reminds us that this is not something that you can learn, but it's an experience. It's something you practice, an experience that helps build trust. See, until we come into the situation where we actually have to actively trust in a loving God, then we can talk all we want about a loving God, a loving creator, the loving universe. But until, push comes to shove or rubber hits the road, until we get into that position where we must really practice the faith and hold vigilant to the truth, say, this cannot harm me. This cannot harm me. And I don't know how, but I know that this will all work out. I know because there's a loving source of being there, and that is the only power. So you affirm there is only one power, and it is a loving source of power. And it is only that power. So any other circumstances in your life that appear scary or fearful, they have no power. They cannot possibly have power because there's only one power, and that is the power of love, that loving source. So you hold fast to that. Again, you don't have to know the answers. This is what a relief. We don't have to know how. We don't have to know how it will work out. Your brain doesn't even have to go there. Your brain, your active practice is active acceptance of, I don't know how, but I have faith that it will all work out. That's all. That is the active acceptance that leads to the experience of trust. And that is your only job. So know where your power lies. And when things appear fearful, remember the definition of fear, false evidence appearing real, say, this cannot hurt me. It has no power over the one power. And it is that power, that higher power, that God consciousness, that all in all, that loving universe, that is the power, and that is the only power there is. And I'm going to trust that, and that's all you need to do. You'll be shown the next step. Usually the source will show up right before you have the need. But when it's up here worrying about it, that's moving into, you can't have a divided mind. As Einstein said, you can either treat everything as a miracle or nothing is a miracle. You can't serve two gods. You can't serve two masters. The Course in Miracles says, if you bow down before idols, then you will weep each time an idol falls. And an idol is anything that you think is going to get you enough. If you come from the unlimited source of being, then you already affirm, I don't know how, but I have enough. I have enough. I come from an unlimited source of being, and there is a divine order in this, and divine order prevails. And again, you don't have to know how. All you have to do is say, but I have the faith. It will all work out. And that is the only thought. That is the only direction I'm allowing my mind to go, and I'm putting my blinders on to anything else. And I'll tell you what, it works every time. Miracles show up. You don't know how, but they show up. You just do the next right action, and you keep your consciousness, because it's an inside job that creates the outer experience. Remember your source, remember your power, and watch for miracles. Happy Miracle Tuesday instead of Monday. And I hope you have an enjoyable week, and I hope you're able to hold to that mindset and inspire to watch for miracles and hold fast to your faith. I look forward to seeing you next week. You can check out more about my books and blogs and whatnot, meditations, on www.dawnpetalino.com. And I hope you have a miraculous day. Bye for now.